Hi, I am a geek, and my question for you is, why do you hate the prequels so much? I mean, of course, like the sequels, the original three are like better in a lot of ways. I mean, yeah, because of the character development of Luke Skywalker, and he starts out a little, he's a little boy in a farm, and then he goes and he blows up big Death Star, kind of like Anakin, except he's a little older and it's a little more believable. But and it's it's a pretty good story of him confronting his father and becoming a Jedi, and but the fighting is not as cool as the all the millions of Jedi's in the prequels. And for me, I'm more into the the Legends of Star Wars, the Legends of Zelda. No, that's just the Legends of Star Wars. As in, just like inside my head, I just have this visualization of what it could be instead of what it really is. I just like, inside my head, I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be so great. Like, and like you say, like the Phantom Menace was disappointing. Not totally disappointing, but I mean, pretty much. But and so a lot of people are like you said, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see the next one, and it's gonna be better. But then it's not. And they're like, okay, I'm gonna see the third one, and the third one has that duel between Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and uh, like you say, it goes on forever because it was so intense. And you say, well, it didn't have to be that long. It could have been shorter, like their last battle in The New Hope. And I say, yes, maybe. But at the same time, I liked that battle in Revenge of the Sith between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. Or Anakin Skywalker. I think it was Darth Vader at that point. It's like his only fight that Darth Vader ever had without the mask and that suit. That black suit that kept him alive. But I say I should just go and make some reviews of the original trilogy, the sequels, just to counter all this hate of the prequels. That's what I think. Obviously, the these reviews have a lot of comedic value and they're funny. They're also true in a way. To an extent, of course. I don't like my face. Almost like I don't like the prequels, but I have to be happy with my face because this is what I got. And we need to be happy with the Star Wars prequels because that's what we have. Unfortunately, we always want things better. And when I see a movie, I'm always a critic and I always hate everything anyways because I'm always thinking of what I have inside my head of what it could be. And I'm like, oh man, it could have been better because, I mean, obviously, Revenge of the Sith, like the thing I was looking forward for that is the how Anakin Skywalker finally turns to the dark side, and I always thought that instead of Anakin fighting Obi-Wan, his former master, I thought it would be more like he's fighting like 10 Sith Lords. And I just thought about this in my head like years before Revenge of the Sith came out. A couple years before, like, what was it, 2005? And I was still in high school. And I was just thinking, it has to be intense like that because Anakin is the chosen one, so he has to be like better than anybody else. So he'd have to be able to like fight like 10 Siths, and they all have like double bladed swords, and they're all like monsters. And or these, like people or whatever, and they're all just going at him, but he's getting beaten up, and he just cut up into little pieces, like Sweetie Todd, maybe not Sweetie Todd or Dexter or something like that, and then finally he's just like, okay, I just have to go to the dark side, and maybe that could have been better, but maybe not, I don't know, but the way that it works is it's okay. I mean, I don't know. So I'm not happy with the prequels, but maybe I should stop talking right now. I don't know what I'm gonna say now. Oh man, I wanted to say something really quick, but I can't. But what I already said, I need to say it again just for emphasis. Even though I would like to say more, I just want to say, I don't like my face, so I gotta work on it. But well, you can't do anything. You can't do anything about the prequels really, unless if they want to remake it, like they want to remake everything, like Spider-Man, and Superman, and all these other superheroes. And Star Wars is kind of like a superhero, except but it's a heroes. Unless if you think Jedi's aren't really heroes because they're just doing their job, but they can remake some of the Star Wars movies. I would argue that you want to make uh, the sequels all over again because I mean, they don't really cover how Darth Vader is redeemed by his own son.